Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've been on here. It's time for a chatty get ready with me. I figure that's the perfect video to start with since my absence. So what I do is, if you're new here, I put on my makeup and tell you what's been going on in my life, and a whole lot has been going on. So this is going to be very chatty. The makeup is going to come second. It's just going to be what I'm doing while I'm talking to you guys. Today we're going to discuss what has happened, what is going on now, and what my plans are for the future. I think that's a pretty good thing. So I've already done my skincare and I have not put my primer on. I have done my skincare. If you notice I'm a little red, I exfoliated because let me tell you, for 2 weeks, I think it's been 2 weeks, I haven't done a damn thing. I haven't done any skincare, haven't put a lick of makeup on. It was a good thing. I barely got my teeth brushed every day. And so here it is. It's Saturday before the first of the year, and it's time to get back into things. Let me put my primer on. I'm putting this No Problem Benefit primer on. This was in one of my sample stash. We'll just, it's laying right here, we'll put it on. And like I said, I have not put any makeup on in 2 weeks. I went out Christmas Eve night and looked at the lights around the neighborhoods here, and I've gone to the grocery store. That's all I've done. I haven't done anything. So, alright, primer's on. I'll put my foundation on. You guys know, some of you I know read the community tabs, and some of you don't. You don't see it. Some of you follow me on Facebook, and a whole lot of you don't. I mean, I think just very few of you follow me on Facebook. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, I'm just Patricia Peak. Let me get a clean brush. My cat, Tiger, passed away. He fought a good fight. He was such a good kitty. I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm all cried out. But no, apparently I'm not. Yeah, he just all of a sudden took a nosedive and didn't come out of it. He just, yeah. So, he passed away peacefully in my arms. I don't remember what day it was. But yeah. So Tiger was the first to go. And I don't know, I'm confused with timing because my Meemaw passed away. That one was sudden. She was 89 years old. I mean, she's living in a rehab facility. I mean, you know, at 89 it can happen. But she went downhill very quickly. My sister called me on a Friday night, and I think I got the notification early Sunday morning. She died Saturday night, I believe. And they didn't bother to let me know because it was during the night. I found out Sunday morning. So yeah. That one was kind of rough. I didn't know this. If I had gone to family Christmas, which I didn't get to go to, one because of my cat and two because I've not been feeling well. But Meemaw would not have been there. I didn't know she was battling pneumonia. And from the medication from the pneumonia, I guess the antibiotic, she got a UTI. So she was battling that, and COVID then ran through the nursing home. And she got COVID again and was struggling. Apparently she started having some pain, I believe in her stomach area. My sister Alice requested they run tests, and they found she had a perforated bowel. She asked them where that came from, and they believe it's from the steroids they were giving her because of everything. Don't know, but at 89 and still recovering from pneumonia and have COVID and a UTI infection, she could not have surgery. So all they did was make her comfortable. And that was that. So I had my cat and I had Meemaw right there together pass away. And it was very, very hard on me. Okay. Like I said, I can't remember if my cat passed first or if Meemaw. They were right there together. I think Tiger passed first and then Meemaw the next day. I think Tiger passed away on Saturday and I found out about Meemaw on Sunday, or they passed on the same day. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let's put my concealer on. Can't cry now, right? Got concealer. So anyway, I was dealing with that. My son and husband went on to Asheville for Christmas. I did not get to go to Meemaw's funeral. And I will tell you, one, it's 3 hours away. I mean, I know that's not an excuse, but on top of that, Meemaw had COVID, and they were all there when she passed. Not all of them, but a whole lot of them were there. I just didn't want to take a risk, and Meemaw's gone, and so I'll just see family later. But yeah, so I didn't go for Meemaw's funeral, and her funeral was on Thursday. I mean, Brian and Nathan went to Asheville on Friday. Yeah, the cat was already gone. And so I just stayed home. I just was chill. All the things I had planned to do, I didn't really do. I had a migraine during part of that, and it just went by quickly. They came home on Sunday. I just wasn't in a good headspace. So the days just passed by. They just passed by. So then we had Christmas here on Monday. Yeah. And then this week I've been trying to get my ducks in a row and been doing a lot of thinking, and so let me think what I need to do. Do my contour. I have been sick myself for a while, and I know I've diagnosed myself. I am totally 100% sure it's stress related. Some of you know, some of you may not know, some of you probably just don't care, but when we bought this house, I was so excited to move here, and I had all these big plans, and I was just so excited. And right, literally in the middle of moving, I'm on the road between here and Asheville, I get the call my brother passed away. And my everything has just gone to hell since that time. And I've gone through all kinds of emotions because of that. But basically, he died without a will. He died without ever being married, without having children. And there's where the problem lies. I think it might be a lot easier if you die without a will, if you have a spouse or children. When you don't have those things and your next of kin is a sister or a nephew or a cousin, it's a whole different ballgame. And I have tried moving to a brand new place and trying to take care of my brother's affairs was too much for me to handle. And I will admit it. They say, you know, that which does not kill you makes you stronger. I'm going to be honest with you. There have been times where I just didn't want to be here anymore. Seriously. And because this has just been a freaking nightmare to deal with. And I get so mad at my brother. I get so angry because we had conversation after conversation after conversation about his getting his affairs in order, about getting a will, all this. But that doesn't matter. I mean, it is what it is. But I have had the hardest, this has been harder than cancer. When I was diagnosed with cancer, immediately in my mind, piece of cake, I'm going to get through that. It's not going to kill me. I'm going to be fine. And I was. It wasn't easy. And you know I had tons of complications. But it didn't kill me. This, and my head is starting to, I have had migraines for 6 months, people. I'll go through 2 days without a headache. This has been the hardest, awfulest year when it should have been my happiest with this brand new house that I absolutely love, in this new town that I couldn't wait to just get here and just embrace. And I have had to deal with shit. Stop. So, anyway, things have to change. Everything has to change. I have to change. So, I was told by someone I needed to do some shadow work. Shadow work? What's shadow work? I don't know. So I researched it. So, I agree. I think I need to do some shadow work. Where am I at? Let's do my brows. I have to think. I have a dull headache right now, and I'm trying so hard not to have this headache. And I know it comes on when I think about all I have to do and all that needs to be done. I turned all my brother's crap over to the courts. It's the courts taking care of it. Did I do things correctly? I don't know. I do have that stress in my mind. Did I do something wrong? Is it going to come back and bite my butt? What has gone on? And who knows, things could. But I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So, I just turned it over. Whatever happens, happens. It's out of my hands. I can't deal with it anymore. End of story with that. I keep telling myself, that's over. Whatever the outcome is, it's over. I have no control. It's over. Okay. And that is helping my headaches some, but I still stress. I still stress over it. Okay. No more about that. Now, this shadow work. It was recommended to me, and I'm like, I don't know what shadow work is. Had never heard of that. And so I Googled it, and I was like, whoa, okay, this sounds like something maybe that I need to deal with. This sounds good to me. Let's do some shadow work. So I bought a book. Shadow work is based on the works of Carl Jung. In a nutshell, what it is, just sort of what I've interpreted shadow to me, is that he believes it's from childhood trauma. Now, trauma does not have to be anything massive. Minor things can be childhood trauma, because think back when you were a child. You know, the littlest things could be so awful for you. Just things you didn't understand. And so, I mean, it doesn't have to be all bad. And that's the thing they stress. Doing the shadow work doesn't mean everything's going to be bad. It's not all bad. So, to explain it a little bit, say you're a child, say you're a little boy, and you're a very sensitive child, and little things make you cry. You know, you get upset easily. But you have this big tough dad that tells you, boy, you better quit crying. There's nothing to cry about. Men don't cry. That's in you now. Okay, I can't cry. So that piece of you breaks off, and it goes into the shadows. It's not gone. It's just you are ignoring it now. So when something pops up, you don't automatically get upset and cry. You've got that in the shadows. That's never been taken care of. That's never been addressed. It's still a part of you, but it's out of sight, out of mind. Like your shadow. You walk down the street on a sunny day, your shadow's there. It's a part of you, but it's not really something you're conscious about. So that's what shadow work means. And it doesn't have to be negative. When you start doing shadow work, you figure out where some problems were in your life, some things that have affected you. And you find those by, say, you get upset easily over, I don't know, something stupid can happen, and then you just fly off the handle. Okay, you need to figure out something's going on here. And you getting upset is tied to something in the shadows that maybe you need to work on. And so that's what I'm going to do. I've started reading the book. It's really good. And I've started watching some YouTube videos. And I'm going to work on that. I've got some things in my life that I feel like I need to work on. And I think that will help me personally. Now, let me find an eyeshadow palette, because we're here to do makeup, and I've not put any makeup on. I'm going to play with this new Nomad palette that I have only opened once. The Iceland Fire and Ice. My sister and her husband went to Iceland, I think the year before last. Last year? I think it was last year. I can't remember. My brother-in-law has a YouTube channel. He is big into hiking, and they travel. They travel extensively. My sister and my brother-in-law do. And I will find one of his videos where they're in Iceland. And I'll put it in the description box below if you'd like to see my sister Alice and her husband Sam in Iceland. So anyway, I'm going to grab this palette and put a base shade on. But what was I talking about? I don't know. I got off topic. I find if I strain to try to remember something, my headache starts. Also think I need new glasses. And that's another thing. I no longer have eye insurance. I have glaucoma and I'm not on my drops. And the drops are $200 a month with insurance. So, yeah. Nothing I can do about it because I don't have insurance for it. So I can't do anything about it. But let's not think about it. So, yeah. It's not, this year has not been all happy like I wanted it to be. I swear, if it kills me, 2024 has got to be a better year. It just has to be a better year. I'm tired of the years getting worse. I'm ready for the years to go better. I'm ready. I'm ready. So, anyway. Yeah, I think my headache has a lot to do with my eyes as well. Stress in my eyes. Combination. Now, I don't feel like doing like anything major today. My husband is taking us out to dinner tonight for hamburgers. I'm craving a hamburger. I haven't had a hamburger in quite a while. And I think I want to go to Rush's and get a hamburger. No McDonald's, nothing like that. I want to go to Rush's. Rush's is a local chain. They're all over Columbia, and we have one in Camden, and I don't know if they have them anywhere else. Columbia has several Rush's, and then Camden has one. So, but get back to me. I'm going to do the shadow work. I am also decided I'm changing me. I'm changing me all around. I am going to, I want to learn something new, and I have chosen crochet. I'm going to crochet. I got yarn. I got the crochet hooks. I got all the little pieces. I got some books. I'm going to crochet. That's my new thing I'm going to do this year. For Christmas, I got a brand new drawing desk. It's not put together yet because it's going where the Christmas tree is right now. And that's still up. I'll take it down tomorrow. So, I got a brand new drawing desk. I'm going to get back to my drawing. I don't think I have done any drawing. I have not drawn anything in a couple years. I'm going to get back to my drawing. I'm going to crochet. And I've got to start a new Etsy business. I love my business. I'm going to continue my business. My business is seasonal. It has been. I sell some vintage jewelry, but I also sell like ornaments and things like that using vintage jewels. And I need to put some eye makeup on. I think I'm going to go with Odin right here. And the problem is, one thing, most people just buy the ornaments around Christmas time. My biggest month is always November. It dies the 1st of December. It'll be sporadic throughout the year, but basically November is a big month for me. That's nice. That's not a sustainable business. Although I am going to keep doing this, just not as much because vintage rhinestones have increased threefold. I used to I would bid on shopgoodwill.com for bags of vintage rhinestone jewelry. I used to could get a bag for between $50 and $75. They're going $300 and higher now. I don't want to spend that kind of money for that. So yeah, I know. For something that I don't make a steady income on, no. So I'm going to make myself sit down every day, Monday through Friday, for 8 hours a day and devote just on Etsy. My current shop, I've got some ideas for new shop, and I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to make myself work an 8-hour day, 5 days a week. That is another thing I'm going to change about me. This YouTube channel, I've been giving a lot of thought. I love my YouTube channel. I've worked hard on it. I've had ups and downs with it. I've had 2 times that it just had to been, it was just ignored for an extensive amount of time, and it hurt me. I'm going to be honest with you. I still love beauty, but I'm not in love with beauty anymore. I did not buy the Lucky Bag the day after Christmas, and I'm not missing it. I'm not saying, wow, I should have bought that Lucky Bag. I'm not missing it. That showed me a lot that I really didn't need that Lucky Bag. I was buying the Lucky Bag to unbox it on my channel. That's stupid. That's just stupid. I've got so much stuff. Yes, YouTubers have tons and tons more than I do. But I would never be able to use it all in my lifetime. And to me, that seems wasteful. I'm not saying if you do it, that's fine. If that's your thing that makes you happy, then I say go for it. Me personally, I don't want any more stuff. I'm not going to buy any more eyeshadow palettes or foundation. If I run out of something, say I happen to run out of a concealer, which probably will happen, I will replace it. But you're not going to see any more hauls on this channel. I don't need any clothes. I don't need any makeup. I don't need any skincare. I don't need any of anything except food to eat. And I'm not going to do hauls from the grocery store. People do that. I'm not going to haul going to the grocery store. It'd look the same every week anyway. I buy the same stuff every week just about. So I'm not going to do that. I need to decide what I want to do here. And then we'll go to the dark brown. So yeah, I canceled Etsy. I'm thinking I don't need that. I've got all these samples thanks to Aiden. I'm going to continue Sample Stash Monday. And I will continue Chatty Get Ready With Me. And my empties. I will continue that. But like I said, there'll be no hauls. I'm not going to do any hauls. I need to build up. I need to build our savings back up. Our savings are depleted. I need to, yeah, that's the main thing. And not having the eye insurance, you know, I mean, I can go to the eye doctor on my own. I just don't have the expendable cash to pay for that. Brian is not making as much money as he was before. So that is hurting us. So until I can get some steady income coming in, then yeah, I can't buy stuff. I'm not going to be buying things. So that's where I'm at. And I need a job where I can be flexible. I have to do it on my own, because there are days I can't get out of bed. There are days I couldn't hold a regular 9-to-5 job. I can't sit for a long period of time. I cannot stand for a long period of time. I am not in good health. I would consider my health between fair and good is all it is. And I'm having a hard time trying to get better. So this year, 2024, I'm going to change everything. It's all going to change. And with this channel, I'm going to film when I have something to film. I do not have a regular schedule plan. Also, you know what? I figured out I don't like project panning. I'm not going to do it anymore. I think I was doing it to try to think of something to film. No, I don't like it. I don't like project panning. I'm not going to do it. I'm really not feeling much into the eye look either, but that's okay. I'm just making myself put some makeup on. So yeah, I don't know where this channel's going, but I don't want to stop my channel. I enjoy making YouTube videos. I just don't know what I want to do, which way I want to go with this channel. But it's not going to be hauling new product, I can tell you that, and it's not going to be panning anything. All the project pans I had, I'm done. I'm not going to continue them. Yeah, I don't have it in me. I don't feel like it, and I don't have to, and I'm just not going to. Who knows what I come up with? Whatever you see me do is what I do, but that's where this channel is going. I tell you, I'm not going to say I hit rock bottom, because you can always be worse. And let me tell you, just in the month of December, just since my cat died and Meemaw passed away, 2 good friends of mine have lost their husbands out of the blue. And my husband's best friend, who happens to be his cousin, so it's family, his wife's mother, she passed away on the 23rd, dropped dead of a heart attack. Just like that. Just like that. Her funeral's tomorrow. I won't be able to go to that either. It's in Asheville. But yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know. You're not promised anything. And to me, I'm feeling like life's too short. Because I will tell you guys, there was times I was wondering, why am I still here? I don't even want to be here. That's not good. That's not good. And I don't really want to be that way. But I mean, I understand why I'm depressed. I've had a shit ton piled on me. And losing special people and animals in my life, it's very depressing. So, anyway, stop. I put drops in my eyes so I wouldn't have red eyes. Okay, now, let's see. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just doing. Let's see. I think I want to play with. Always pull this purple. Alright. So I'm going to work on shadow work for me personally. I am not doing any kind of I'm not doing any kind of New Year's resolution to lose weight. I have a feeling that might come with the shadow work, because I've already started working on that, and I don't want to go into detail about my childhood and my problems, but I will tell you a little nugget that has come forward that's making me feel a little better. I was trying to figure out about my weight. I wasn't always a big girl. And it really did. I started putting on the weight after my mother passed away. And I just remembered, well, I don't know if I want to say just remembered, but it was always there. But it just came to the forefront that my mother used to just hound me about my weight. Not just me, my sister as well. My sister, my life is very complicated. I'm an only child of my mother and my father. All of my massive siblings, I have a lot. All of my siblings are halves. So the sister I shared with my mother. She was hounded a lot. She was always overweight. She was 16 years older than me. Always overweight. Always couldn't please my mother. I couldn't please my mother. I never pleased my mother. None of us pleased our mother. We weren't good enough. Or so she would tell us. Although I would see through her crap. My brother and sister could not. It took her literally for every word she said. Where I would just argue with her like, yeah, right, I'm going to put my mascara on and we're going to talk. I'd be like, yeah, right, Mom. Sure. Whatever. If you want to believe that, that's fine. And she... But, she would always want us to think we were never good enough. But she did hound me a lot for my weight. When I was in college, my freshman year of college, my roommate in college she modeled. My mother was a model in the 40s. My mother was always very well put together and nice looking. Always. When I came home that first semester, I flew into Charlotte, North Carolina from Fort Lauderdale because I needed to get a holiday dress. My mother needed me to go with her to some function. My mother was big in the community. She did a lot of charitable work. She was big in the VFW Ladies Auxiliary up to the point she had national appointments. She held office national, regional, local. So I had to go with her to something while I was off during Christmas break. And I needed a dress. So she said, well, I'll get your ticket, fly into Charlotte, and we'll go shopping in Charlotte. So that's what I did. My sister came with her to get me at the airport, and I had lost a lot of weight. I was my skinniest ever in my life. I'm 5'8", and I wore a size 6 then. I've never been that skinny in my life. And I don't recommend my diet. I took my food money and bought alcohol with it when I went out every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night. I drank it. I just didn't eat. I ate crackers, and I had a friend who worked at a Chinese restaurant. He would bring me egg rolls. I lived off of that. That, I don't recommend it. So anyway, my mother was so happy. She got so ecstatic. She decided, right there in front of my sister, who has always been very overweight, she decided I needed a whole new wardrobe. We're just going to buy me a whole new wardrobe. And brought my sister along. And my mother always pitted me and my sister against each other, even though there were 16 years difference. My sister, I found out from my brother, years after my sister passed away, that she was very jealous of me. And I think my mother had a lot to do with that, truthfully. Which is awful thing to think of. But, yeah, I got a whole new wardrobe. Then, when I came home from college, when I graduated and was moving back home, I had been living with a Cuban family in Miami. Oh, I loved it. Sweetest family in the world. Oh my God, I finally had a normal family, I felt like. My roommate Maria, her mother, oh God, that woman could cook. I gained weight. So when my mother came to pick me up to bring me home, I was wearing a size 14. From Miami to Asheville, North Carolina, I heard nothing but, we're putting you on a diet. I'm going to monitor every bite of food you put in your mouth. And she did. And she did. And I lost the weight. Never back down to a 6. I was never a 6 again. I don't think my body wants to be a 6. I was a 6 because I wasn't eating, which is not good. So anyway, I've always had this. This has always been a part of my life. And I think after my mother passed away, I ate. Yeah, I ate. And I think doing shadow work might help me with all of, what is all this going on in my head? What am I not remembering? Maybe. You know? I don't know. And going back to my mother, where we couldn't please her, I knew better than that. I knew better. My sister and brother didn't. And unfortunately, they both passed away just with a lot of problems and issues with that. But I knew better. And sure enough, when my mother passed away, her best friends told me how much she just absolutely, she was so proud of me, and how when I made the dean's list in college, she was just, she couldn't wait to tell everybody. And everything I did, she just sang my praises to her friends constantly, and just how proud she was of me. I thought I had a container of stuff. I'm not going for it. I was just working here. So I knew that. I had other people tell me through the years, gosh, your mom's so proud of you. She was telling us this and telling us that. So I knew it. She just didn't tell me. She would always say, well, you know, you can do better. You do better next time. You know, you make a 93. Oh, you'll do better next time. Not a wow, that's great. It was always, well, you do better. But I don't know what made me kind of see through her, and why my brother and sister couldn't. So anyway, I think shadow work sounds like a good thing for me. I think I need to figure out some stuff. And yeah, I think I do. That's a lot of chatting, isn't it? Guys, I'm sorry. I needed to do some chatting. I needed to do some, getting some things off of my chest. Let's see, was there anything else? I talked about channel, about shadow work. I talked about, got to figure out, I've got some great ideas for Etsy. I need to work through them and see if I can get them going. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think that's dark enough, but you know what? I'm just going to go get hamburgers in a little while. It's okay. There we go. There we go. I am done. Done. I hope you guys had a happy holidays. Does that sound right? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Mine was, I won't say it was a Merry Christmas. It wasn't. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I've had a lot better. I don't think I've had worse, though. So maybe this was not the best Christmas ever in my life. But that's okay. So guys, thank y'all for watching, for understanding. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. Thank you to those of you who reached out. I'm sorry, Gloria, I didn't call. I didn't feel like calling. I'm sorry. I just wasn't in a good headspace. And I want to thank Sherry. I hope you're feeling better. I hope, unfortunately, she got COVID, her and her husband. Thanks for the chat on the phone, the texting that night. I needed it. So guys, yeah, thank y'all. Really. Gloria and Sherry, you two mean the world to me, so I appreciate it. And thank you, every one of you who's watched my channel and has stood by me, and it's only going to get better. So guys, again, I'm going to say it again. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys next time.